Hey, you found me. I'm Waldo, and this is what I did last week. More Underpin, heroic visions, huge PvP achievements, and a bunch of mounts. Let's talk about all of it. I'll start with my warrior's gear upgrades. He got one more item level and is ending the week at 673. I was a little bit disappointed because my Mythic track stuff in the vault wasn't very good, but then I got really excited because I saw the heroic track Mechanocore amplifier trinket from Delves in the Delve row. I wanted to take this immediately, but I decided to sim it first just in case there was something else better, and it wasn't that big of an upgrade. It was like 0.8% I think, so I got a little bit less excited. And so then I went to Warcraft logs to see what the popular trinkets were in Mythic Plus and saw that the Sephorium Pacemaker and House of Cards were the most commonly used, so I got excited again because I have a Pacemaker. But it's Champ Track, and it sim worse of course than my two heroic trinkets, so that sucked. What made it worse is I opened my vault right after I finished a floodgate where someone got the Pacemaker, and I whispered them after all of this, but they weren't online anymore, so very unfortunate because I maybe could have gotten that, but that sucks. But anyway, I ended up taking the Mechanocore to replace my Champ Track Mechanocore, so everything is heroic now. In addition to that floodgate, I ran a Priory that we did not time, unfortunately, just I think by a couple of minutes, but I'm just trying to focus on the dungeons that I need for the do all the dungeons as a DPS roll at a 10. Once I get that achievement, I'll probably focus on Floodgate just so I can get the Pacemaker, and then after that just kind of queue whatever is available and try to get my dungeons done for the week. Early on in the week, I went back into Underpin and tried a few more times on the double question mark difficulty, and I tried as Prot, I tried again as Fury, and it just is not working out. I was just getting so frustrated. I think Prot was probably the longest I stayed alive, I guess, but the fights were so long, it'd be like 8 minutes and the boss is at 70%. So I'm just like, I don't really want to spend 45 minutes here trying to kill this boss. So unless something really big changes, maybe at the very end of the season, I'll jump in there one more time to see how it feels as Fury, but otherwise, I've just given up on this. I'm not going to get this. This is far more frustrating than I'm willing to deal with, and it makes me not want to play the game, which, if I'm mad, why do it? So if you got it, grats. That's just not going to be for me. On stream this past week, which was on Wednesday, and the VOD is up for that, top right corner if you want to watch that. I'll be back this Wednesday at around 12 to 12:30 o'clock Pacific, so if you want to come watch, say hi. That'd be great. I'd love to see you. I wasn't anticipating spending like 2 hours, I think it was, in Horrific Visions, but that's what I did the entirety of the stream, and I think I like Orgrimmar's map more than I like Stormwind's, but still, overall, they're pretty tedious. It's a bit easier this week because the different masks that were unlocked, it's not as fun with just the one mask that reduces your sanity by 50% and not having a lot of the talent tree unlocked. I probably won't do a lot of mask pushing until I've unlocked all the talents, but then even after that, I'll probably just get the achievement for 8 masks and then figure out what is the sweet spot between getting a decent amount of mementos, but also doing a decent amount of masks so I get those mementos, just because I want to focus on getting all the collectibles and achievements, and once I'm done that, never go back in. And then outside of that, on my Hunter, I of course did some PvP this week, which was much better. For the most part, Alliance was doing pretty well. But I am getting to that point where I'm feeling a little bit of burnout with the Deephaul Ravine. I'm very much looking forward to finishing the last achievement to get 100 wins and then going anywhere else, because I still think that Battleground is great. I think the only thing I would change about it is that it should only have one healer, because I find that whenever there are 2 healers in that Battleground, it is just damn well near impossible for anybody to die. Because even just one healer, they can have the entire team fighting them, and they can just heal through that. They'll get to 1% HP, and then suddenly they're full, and then they have immunities, and they have cooldowns. They have all this stuff. It takes forever just to kill one, let alone 2. But outside of that, it is one of my favorite Battlegrounds. I really do enjoy it. I'm just looking forward to taking a break. I think I'll probably focus on Kote Mogu next, because I think the only achievement I have left is that 100 wins one, and I think I'm like 70 wins off, so a little bit of a grind, but not as much as Deephaul Ravine has been. I'll jump into the achievements I got this week first. I got 180 more points, so I'm ending the week at 45,775. Speaking of Deephaul Ravine, I got the Unexpected Arrivals achievement, which is to kill 20 people that just recently came out of a cart. And then I was going through some achievements, and I realized that I was only a few achievements off of a couple of old Glory of the Raider achievements. So I went into both Eternal Palace and Nyalotha and got 4 and 2 achievements respectively. Very excitedly, I was able to get both the Glory of the Eternal Raider and Nyalotha Raider achievements completed. I'm very close to 100%ing all the dungeon and raid achievements, so that's pretty exciting. I think I have like 24 or something left, so that was nice to get done. And then one of the achievements that I got that I'm so happy about, it took me almost 13 years to get this. I finally got the achievement to get 100,000 honorable kills. I've been tracking this achievement for a while and seeing it slowly get closer and closer. I think I started noticing it at like 80k, so it's been a while to get here. The next achievement is for 250k, so I hope it doesn't take me another 15 plus years to get that, but we'll see. I'm so excited about this one. I finally have it done. I feel like it's one of the big monumentous achievements because that's a lot of HKs. But yeah, that was one that I was very excited to get, and I really wanted to make sure I got it because the closer I got, the more I wanted to play PvP. Moving into the mounts for the week, I got a bunch, the most I've gotten in a while. Starting off, I got the Wick mount from Dark Flame Cleft. I was pretty happy about that because I don't have to run that anymore. I got a few different vision mounts, starting with the Void Scarred Windrunner, as well as the Void Scarred Pack Mother. I love the Void effect on both of these, I just don't think the models themselves are anything special. I also got the Nesting Swarmite, which is just from the trash piles in the visions. This one didn't take that long either, so I'm very happy about that. For getting rank 9 with Flames Radiance, I got the Radiant Imperial Lynx, which I think is very cute. For the Nyalotha Raider achievement, I got the Wriggling Parasite, which I think these are incredibly ugly. And then for the Eternal Raider achievement, I got the Ashari Bloat Ray, which I surprisingly kinda like. I haven't liked any of these mount models in the past, and yellow is just an abrasive color for me. I really don't like it, but this mount is kinda nice. I like it. And then the last mount I got was the Cold Flame Cormera for 700 tendies at the trading post. This looks so freaking cool. It's definitely one of the best mounts from the trading post in a while. There's another flame one for completing the monthly trading post stuff, which is also pretty cool, but this one is way cooler. It's just so nice. But that is it for me. I didn't do a whole lot this week. Let me know how your week went though, what you're thinking of WoW, the state of the game so far, anything in particular that you like or dislike, what you're looking forward to. I know we've got the MoP Classic announcement that just came out, so if you're looking forward to that, let me know. I don't play Classic, but if I did, I think MoP Remix completely burned me out of MoP, so I don't think I'd be going back to that if I did play. Anything and everything, I would love to hear about it in the comments. Let me know. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to give this one a thumbs up because it really helps me out. And if you're not subscribed, you keep seeing these videos in your feed and you do enjoy watching them, just go ahead and subscribe because I told you so. And if you are subscribed already, I love you lots. If you're looking for something else fun to watch, you can watch the video that I made talking about all of the best login screens in WoW. That video is on screen now, so click it if you want to watch. Thanks for watching. I love you lots. Have yourself a fantastic week, and I'll talk at you next week.